smile is for your video. However, one couldn't help but notice that you went 28 seconds over our 5-minute time limit. And while personally I would overlook this offense due to the awesomeness of the video and its creator, I cannot in good conscience ignore the established rules of this fine and honorable vlog. So, I must insist that you suffer the consequences. So in your next video, you will dedicate 28 seconds of it to an interpretive dance illustrating how very sorry you are that you broke this rule. Hey, if this is a punishment for a broken rule, does that make it a just dance? Anyway, since you decided to describe exactly why this vlog exists, I thought I would tell a little story of my own, just to add to details! So you mentioned us seeing quite a bit of each other, and that's how we discovered our mutual awesomeness and feelings and all of that. So I would like to talk about one particular time that started out like any other time. A time for you and that brother and me to chill and eat copious amounts of cookie dough and soda. Yep, I'm going there. You, Steven, and I had gotten together to see a movie that happens to be one of my all-time favorite, actually my all-time favorite, a great funny movie that we'd actually quoted to each other a lot as we talked and got to know each other, and that movie, and you actually mentioned it in your video, was The Princess Bride. But that didn't work because I didn't take the time to actually find the DVD we were supposed to be watching before you and Stephen arrived. So instead we watched Firefly, the TV show to end all TV shows, possibly my favorite TV show of all time. And we'd finished watching all we were going to watch, and we were talking about how we should get a group of people together to go to Dragon Con in Atlanta dressed as characters from Firefly. I also would like to briefly interrupt this story to just insert my personal view about late night conversations with your friends. Usually you end up either talking about embarrassing moments and injuries, laughing incessantly, or talking about relationships. That will become important later. You said that you would totally cosplay as Simon Tam because he's your favorite Firefly character. But you were also kind of wondering aloud how people would know you're actually cosplaying and not just wearing dress clothes. Being the imaginative person I am, I said, well, you could get someone to play River, and she could run around in front of you tearing things off the walls. Your response sparked an idea in my brain. An idea that I didn't think was a good idea. Being the imaginative person you are, you said, or I could get someone to play Kaylee. If you, the viewer, has no idea what I'm talking about, stop this video now and go watch Firefly. It'll only take you a few sad, heartbreaking hours. I'll wait. Too long didn't read version? Kaylee is Simon's romantic interest. Spoiler alert. Later in the conversation and later in the evening, we're talking about relationships, and you make a joke about how your brother always catches the girls and you don't. All of a sudden, my previous idea has become more solidified and poetic, but still just as dangerous as before. But kindly and truthfully, and maybe a little ulterior motive-y, I say, aw, don't worry, Jonathan. I'm sure there's plenty of girls who'd volunteer to be your Kaylee. For the rest of the evening, my brain is arguing with itself. You know, you want to say it, it's so poetic and perfect, and who knows what will happen. Don't say it, who knows what will happen. So you and Steven are standing outside the door, literally about to walk away. And we're saying our goodbyes, and the door is only open, about like that. My mouth starts to speak. Jonathan, I know of at least one girl who'd volunteer to be your Kaylee. And then I maintain eye contact and close the door. Well, that was the first story arc of our ship. Thank you to our 13 subscribers. I will see you all in the next video.